Good morning, Plexus Products 101 group. Good morning, happy Saturday. I love doing these lives on Saturday morning because Saturday mornings are like my favorite around here. It's usually pretty quiet. I usually am able to do some follow-ups and some coaching calls or messages with people around. They're not working during the week or on Saturday, and so it's just a really good day to catch up. And I like to look back at the week and see like what has been the theme of some of my conversations with people and what maybe needs to be said in a more of a group setting, as far as coaching and as far as just educating and as far as inspiration, all those sorts of things. It kind of just recaps like where my conversations have gone for the week, because I truly believe that God connects the dots and leads us to a place of revelation all the time. So anyway, coming to you with my glasses, a little bit of makeup on, some lip gloss. Haven't had my workout this morning, but I'm going to go do that here in a minute. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the gut garden, okay? So I don't know if I have anybody join me, but hopefully people watch it on the replay. Let me know if you watch it, and if you watch it on the replay, please hashtag replay, because I just like to see that people have seen it and tag your people in it if they think they need this information. But I battled whether or not I should do a complete Gut Health 101 type of session, but that's going to take me a long time. That's going to take me about a 30-minute Facebook Live, and that's too long. So I'm going to look for a webinar real soon. I'm going to do a webinar that you can invite all your friends to about gut health and Gut Health 101. But today I'm just going to focus on explaining the gut as a garden, because I've had this conversation a few times this week, and I feel like it's really important to actually tell you guys about this analogy, because I think it brings to light how our gut works, okay? So think of your gut as a garden. And in a garden, you need good soil, you need a seed, you need water, you need a plant, right? Well, the seed will turn into a plant. You need sunshine. You need all these things that work, nutrients, fertilizer, you need all these things that work together to create a very flourishing garden that eventually will lead to a plant or a fruit or a vegetable that you can actually eat. And so that our garden is the exact same thing. Our garden is basically, it's all about seed, weed, feed, and protect the garden, okay? So, and Plexus does a really good job, and that's why I love their supplements, not only because of the quality, but also because, and their affordability, but also because they just do a really good job of giving us solutions for each one of those stages in the gut garden. So let's talk about, and I could spend some time here telling you why the gut's important. The fact that it leads to balance in the immune system, it controls inflammation, it helps you manufacture vitamins and absorb vitamins, it helps us with nutrients, it helps rid the body of damaging chemicals, it keeps the body, keeping the gut healthy, keeps it from being leaky, and leaky gut is probably a whole nother Facebook Live about what leaky gut is and how particles can leak out of the gut when the gut is destroyed into the bloodstream. Your body begins to attack those foreign antibodies, and that's how you end up with autoimmune diseases. It helps manufacture serotonin and melatonin and GABA and all those mood boosting chemicals and neurotransmitters that help us with anxiety and depression and all those sorts of things. It's just, the gut is just your second brain. It really is. And so many things, 70% of the immune system is there, 90% of your serotonins. It is just so important to keep it healthy. And there are some articles out there right now that have begun to surface that are debunking that the gut is that important. Let me tell you guys something. I look at all of those articles with a very, very skeptical eye. And the main reason I do that is because they are basically, big pharmaceutical companies want nothing more for you to be dependent upon their drugs. Right? Sugar industry wants nothing more for you to be dependent upon their sugar. Everybody is protecting their own interests, and it's all about money. So if the gut gives us a natural solution to a lot of the health issues that we have, and it helps us reduce sugar cravings and just live a life healthier, wouldn't you know that they'd probably fund some research to help debunk that probiotics and prebiotics and gut health is even that important? I'm just leaving it there. I'm not saying that research has been funded by them or backed by big pharmaceuticals or the sugar industry or big food industry. But I'm telling you right now, if you see articles like that, please raise an eye and realize that there are always motives behind a lot of times people's research. So with that said, let's talk about the gut and how it works. You basically weed. Okay, so you can actually seed the gut with good gut bacteria, and that's kind of where we've been in the last 15, 20 years of gut bacteria microbiome research. It's all been about adding good bacteria into the gut, and that is probiotics, right? Probiotics. And there are some good probiotics out there, don't get me wrong. I will tell you this, the one reason why I love Plexus products over so many other products is because I took high-end probiotics for a long time for my IBS and never saw any results. And the reason is it only takes care of the seeding piece of the gut, right? At the gut garden. It's only seeding the good gut bacteria. To really get an effective process going for healing the gut, you can rebalance your gut doing that. It just is a little bit slower, okay? What you really want to do is try to weed the bad gut bacteria out. And so ProBio 5 really does that. It really does help with weeding out the bad gut bacteria because it's antifungal and it has digestive enzymes in it. The digestive enzymes kill the shell around the candida or crack it. The antifungal does the kill shot and actually kills it. So it actually weeds and seeds because it also has 5 strains of good probiotics in it. So it does both the weeding and the seeding. All right, so on top of that, you can seed the gut with even more good gut bacteria, and that's where our Vital Biome probiotic comes into play. If you have really suffered from anxiety or depression, this is clinically studied to actually help boost your moods and to help relieve anxiety. It's got 8 different strains in it. 5 of them overlap with ProBio 5. But if you really are still struggling because the gut healing the gut is a process, right? It's not an overnight fix. It takes months and sometimes years to heal the gut, depending on how much damage has been done. But a lot of times people will add this product in because they just need more good gut balance, right? So, anyway, so this Vital Biome really helps with the seeding part, extra seeding. So remember, ProBio 5 does the weeding out of the bad gut bacteria, and then it also helps seed the good gut bacteria. And then a lot of times some people will add this in as 1 tablet in the morning to just help seed the good, seed the good gut bacteria. So you've got the seeding and the weeding, right? So, then comes the feeding part. So feeding is kind of like pouring the nutrients or the fertilizer, the Miracle-Gro onto your plants and allowing the soil to be nourished so your plants will actually grow. Well, that's where our Slim comes into play because it has prebiotics in it. And prebiotics are not to be confused with probiotics. They are basically just feeding the good gut bacteria. It's helping it grow. So that's where the Slim microbiome really comes into play because the prebiotic fiber in it really helps seed the good gut bacteria. So now you've got the seeding part, you've got the seeding and the weeding part, then you've got the feeding part, right? So you're feeding it good nutrients. And then you have X Factor Plus, which is Plexus's multivitamin that has polyphenols in it, which are plant proteins, the green plant proteins of green leafy plants, along with like 19 different essential minerals and vitamins in it, and it helps protect. So think of this as almost being the weed barrier that you would put in your gut garden, protecting the gut from bad gut bacteria and candida from overgrowing again, and it helps boost the immune system. So what we all the times find out is that, so this is the protect part. So you've got the weed, seed, feed, protect. All right, so that's the analogy with the gut garden, and I'm going to put a graphic in the comments so you can actually see this. But I will tell you this right now. A lot of times what happens is once you start weeding out the bad gut bacteria and seeding it with the good stuff, right? and then feeding it the good gut bacteria with the Slim, what happens normally is you've been taking this multivitamin, and you may or may not have been feeling it, right? You may not have been feeling like everybody says you're supposed to have energy on this multivitamin because it has complex Bs in it, and it's methylated and all these things, right? And you'll hear me even talk about it because I love this vitamin because I feel it. But sometimes it takes a little while for the gut to start healing before you start absorbing your minerals and vitamins really well. And so what happens over time, you've started weeding and seeding and feeding that good gut bacteria and pulling out the bad stuff, and your gut, your intestines, right, begins to, and your stomach and all those areas down in your gut that compose your gut, begin to absorb your vitamins better. And all of a sudden, boom, X Factor Plus like kicks in, and you start beginning to actually feel those complex Bs. And you should be able to feel the vitamin D and the vitamin C in it. And you begin to feel better, and the fog lifts and that sort of thing, because you not only were protecting the good gut bacteria, but now you are actually absorbing the good you're absorbing your minerals and vitamins by the fact that you are beginning to heal the gut. And so sometimes BioCleanse, I don't have that out here. It's also part of the weeding out of the bad gut bacteria. It works very well in conjunction with ProBio 5 or with VitalBiome, because it helps just flush out the bad gut bacteria, or the things that it's been killed off, the candida. It is not a harsh cleanse. It should never be a harsh cleanse. It's be a gentle cleanse. It's a magnesium hydroxide supplement is what it is. A gentle magnesium. And it should just be, you should just helping you eliminate 1 to 2 times a day. If you are not eliminating 1 to 2 times a day, and I'm talking poop here, right? Then you have problems. There's issues going on there. You should never be backed up for several days, ever. Toxins should be coming out. Input equals output, right? If you eat, you should be eliminating. That's just the way it works. And that's the goal that you're trying to get to. That, you know, your digestive tract and your gut is healing and everything's working like it's supposed to, and you begin to feel better when that happens. When 1 to 2 times a day, toxins are leaving, right? And that's why we always talk about drinking your water to help detox, because urination also helps with the detox process. So I hope this was helpful just to explain the complete gut garden. I'm going to save this video. I'm going to upload it. We have a YouTube page now. We're doing a lot of training on our ambassador page about sharing Plexus and just how to work your website and all those sorts of things. But I'm also going to put product type training on that YouTube page so that you can access it later. But I definitely hope that this has been helpful. All right, you guys have a blessed Saturday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.